Good morning, everyone. Hope you all spent some wonderful time with your families during the holidays. If you're like me, you've probably been eating way too much and sitting around way too much. And today's an opportunity to move. Movement is medicine. And today's sequence will be all about the right movements, moving your body the right way. I invite you to commence in a cross-legged seated posture, also known as Sukhasana. Root down in your tailbone, lengthen the spine, and let your head shine high towards the sky. Lower your shoulders away from your ears, creating space in the neck. Place your hands on your knees and Sandhi with your index finger gently rubbing on the thumb. Allow the knees to cascade towards the earth, allowing gravity to work its force. And become conscious of your breath. Scan your body from left to right. Scan your back. Scan your knees, your hips. Just become present and tune in to the now. So let's try that again. Deep inhale. Out. Activate that throat chakra so you can vocalize your thoughts, get your message across. Make your way onto all fours. Establish Astabandha, which is rooting down on your hands. Shoulders stacked over the elbows, elbows stacked over the wrists. Dial the hands out, spread your fingers wide. Index fingers are parallel with each other and also parallel with the outer edge of the mat. Pointed directly forward. Your knees are stacked underneath your hips, tops of your feet pressed against the mat. Looking at a singular point on the earth. Navel pressed against the spine. tabletop. On an inhale, drop the belly, raise your gaze directly forward, and let your bum shine for a happy cow. Exhale, press against the mat, round the spine, and shift your gaze towards your navel as you make your way into cat pose. Inhale, make your way into a happy cow, dropping the belly, shifting your gaze forward, and letting the bum shine. You can even smile. Exhale, make your way into that angry cat, rounding the spine, pressing against the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale back to tabletop. On your next inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg back, keeping the right foot flexed. Exhale, bring that left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, extend the right arm forward, left leg back, keeping that left foot flexed. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, compress. Inhale, extend. Exhale, back to tabletop. Begin to move your body in a cylindrical motion, clockwise. Lubricating your joints. Now move counterclockwise in the other direction. Go back into tabletop. Lower your left shoulder to the mat and extend your left arm towards the right side of your mat behind the right arm. Shift the right hand to the top right corner of your mat and shift your gaze underneath your armpit, your right armpit. Shift your right hand back in front of your face and press down on that right palm to rise up back into a tabletop. Exhale, lower the right shoulder to the mat and extend the right arm to the left side of the mat. Shifting your left arm towards the top left corner of the mat and your gaze underneath your left armpit. Shift your left palm back in front of your face and press down to rise up. Shift your hands slightly forward on the mat. Curl your toes. And lift the knees up. And press those hips up and back for the first downward dog of the day. Drive those heels towards the earth and establish that ujjayi breath. Lengthen the spine. Walk the dog out, bending the left knee, and then alternating and bending the right knee. Slowly inch your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Once you reach your feet, bend your knees around your spine and vertebra by vertebra, articulate your way towards the top. Rounding your shoulders back as you reach the top, drawing those shoulders down. And take a step with your right foot, slowly and consciously. And take a step with your left foot. And feel the energy rising up through your feet. Slow and conscious steps. Once you reach the top of your mat, establish Parabandha, which is rooting down on the four corners of your feet, keeping your toes soft, with your big toes together and heels slightly spread apart, or your feet at hip width distance with the outer edges of your feet parallel with the outer edges of your mat. Make your way into mountain pose, also known as Tadasana. So root down on those four corners, activate your leg muscles, micro bend in the knees, bring your tailbone underneath, navel pressed towards the spine, shoulders drawn down, lengthy spine, lengthy neck, palms facing forward. Imagine, extend the left leg back, extend the right leg back, make your way into a plank pose, also known as Palakasana. Finding strength and ease here. Dialing in that ujjayi victory breath, nice and audible. On an exhale, bending at the elbows, lower yourself halfway down to a chaturanga. Inhale, roll over those toes into an upward facing dog. Tops of the feet on the mat, knees off the ground, legs active. Avoid allowing the heels to splay. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring that left knee forward and that left foot between your feet. Ground the right heel and keep the right toes pointed towards the top right corner of your mat. Maintaining the hip neutrality. Rise up to warrior one. Left knee bent at 90 degrees. Rooting down on the outer edge of your right foot. Exhale. Lower the hands down. Take the left leg back. And lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees. Curl the toes. Press the hips up and back to a downward facing dog. On your next exhale, extend the right leg and bring the right foot between both your hands. Lower down the left heel, left toes pointed towards the top left corner of your mat, and rise up to warrior one. Exhale, lower the hands down, step the right foot back, and lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, roll over the toes into an upward facing dog. Exhale, drop the knees, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. On the bottom of your next exhale, bend your knees, shift your gaze forward and lightly step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees around your spine and slowly articulate up. Vertebra by vertebra until you reach the top. Back into a Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, raise and extend the arms up towards the heavens. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center for Samastitihi. On an inhale, bend the knees, drop the bum, make your way into a chair pose. Rooting down on those four corners, pinkies inward, lengthy spine. Exhale, fold forward for a forward fold. Inhale, fingertips on the shins, halfway lift. Looking for a micro bend in the upper back here. Exhale, hands on the mat. Float back into a chaturanga. And inhale, up to an upward facing dog. Exhale, lower the knees down, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the left leg and bring it between your hands. Lower the right heel down, point the right toes towards the right side of the mat. And inhale up to a warrior two. Arms extended alongside. Gazes over to your left middle finger. Rooting down on the outer edge of your right foot. Left knee bent at 90 degrees. Micro bend in the right knee. Strengthen ease. Don't be too far forward. Don't be too far back. Be nice and centered. Nice and balanced. And then exhale. Lower halfway down to a humble warrior. Lowering your left elbow to your left thigh and bringing your right arm over the top of your body. Shifting your gaze over to your right middle finger. Inhale, rainbow the arms back into reverse warrior. Bring your right hand to your right hamstring and your left arm over the top of your body, shifting your gaze over to your left middle finger. Inhale back up, warrior two. Extend the left leg, shift heel toe, the right foot closer to your left, shortening the distance. And reach forward with your left hand as you reach back with your right hip. Lower the left hand down to the left ankle. And extend the right hand up towards the sky for a triangle pose. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your hips. Rotate the right foot inward 90 degrees so they're on train tracks. With your hips neutral, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Pyramid pose. Micro bending both knees. Inhale, rise up. And step forward. Back into a Tadasana. Back into a mountain pose. Active alignment. Inhale. Extend the arms up towards the sky. Extended mountain pose. Exhale. Hands together at heart center. Samastiti. On an inhale, drop the bum, bend the knees, and make it into a chair pose. Rooting down in the four corners. Lengthy spine, lengthy arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half a lift. Exhale, Fold forward, place your hands on the mat, and float back into Chaturanga. Now, upward facing dog. So lower the knees down, curl the toes, and press the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg and bring that right foot between your hands. Lower down the left heel, left toes towards the left corner of the mat, and rise up for a warrior two. Rooting down on the outer edge of the left foot, right knee at 90 degrees, arms alongside, extended, gazes over to your right middle finger. Exhale, lower the right elbow to the right thigh. For humble warrior, reaching over the top with the left arm, gazes over to your left middle finger. Inhale, rainbow them back. Arms back, left hand on the left hamstring. Right hand reaching over the top. Gaze over to the right middle finger. Right knee, 90 degrees. Inhale back up into a warrior two. Inhale, extend the right leg. Heel toe the left foot closer to the right, shortening the distance. Reach forward with your right hand as you reach back with your left hip. Drop the right hand to the right ankle and extend the left hand up to the sky for a triangle pose. Your back is on an imaginary wall, flat and flush. Inhale, rise up. Hands on the hips. Rotate the left foot inward 90 degrees. Your feet are now pointed directly forward, hips neutral. Feet on train tracks, hinging at the hip. Fold forward for a pyramid pose. Inhale. Rise up and step forward. Back into a Tadasana, mountain pose. Bend the left knee, grab the left ankle, and bring that left sole onto your right thigh or your right calf. And make your way into a tree pose. Close your eyes as an extra challenge. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Bend the right knee. Grab that right ankle and place that right foot on your inner thigh or your inner calf. Draw the shoulders down and let the heart shine. Maintain the Ujjayi breath, controlled breath. Exhale, release the right foot, drop it down. Inhale, extend the arms out to the sky. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands together at heart center, Samastiti. Heel toe the feet outward so that they're parallel with the outer edges of your mat. And on an exhale, bend the knees and lower down. Bringing the elbows inside the knees, pressing the knees out. With those same knees, pressing those elbows in for that yin-yang effect in a malasana pose. Shoulders drawn down, heart shining. Place your hands on the mat and roll back onto your bum. With your palms facing towards the sky. Extend your legs, point your toes. Make your way into a dolphin pose. Rising up and making a V with your body for 5. Controlled breath for 4. Smiling for 3. Lengthy spine for 2. And enjoy for 1. Exhale. Lower down. Inhale. Rise up again into another dolphin pose. Shoulders drawn away from the ears for 5. Lengthy spine for 4. Pointed toes for 3. Controlled breath for 2. And smiling for 1. Inhale. Bring the knees into your chest. Interlace the fingers. And hug your knees into your chest. Exhale. Release the knees. Drop the feet down. Directly underneath your knees. Heels near the bum. Palms flat on the earth. And make your way into a bridge pose. Pressing down on the feet. Raise the hips up. Knees remain pointed forward. Bring your shoulders underneath your back. Interlace your fingers. And root down your arms from pinky to shoulder. Dropping the chin to the sternum. So release the shoulders. Move the interlace. Raise the heels. And lower your back down. Starting at the upper back and the lower back. Bring the knees up. 90 degrees back. Thighs perpendicular. And fall over to the left side. Stacking everything on the left side. Shoulders, wrists, fingers. Option to place the block in between your knees. And inhale. Bring the right arm over to the right side. A nice twist. Inhale. Back over to the left. Stacking everything on the left. Now make your way onto the right side. Stacking everything on the right side. And bringing that left arm over, across, and rooting down that left shoulder blade. Inhale, back over to the top. Make your way back onto your back. Option to place a block underneath your tailbone and extend the legs up towards the sky for an inversion. Letting all that old blood flow out of the legs so you can get new energy in your legs. Get new blood into your brain. Lower the feet down. Remove the block. Extend the legs. Extend the arms. Get a long stretch in before Shavasana, and then allow yourself to melt onto the mat for Shavasana. Total relaxation, total numbness, but it's a conscious numbness. Let your feet fall as they may. Relax the knees. Allow that lower back to fall a little closer to the mat. Relax your face. Begin to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers, bringing life back into the extremities. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists, flex the left leg, flex the right leg, left arm, right arm, and raise the knees up, thighs 90 degrees from the ground, knees bent at 90 degrees, and fall to the left side as you extend the left arm above head, resting your head on your left bicep in a fetal position. Like a caterpillar in a cocoon, experiencing metamorphosis, about to be reborn into a butterfly who will cheerfully pollinate all the flowers in the field. Press that right palm down in front of your face to rise up, maintaining the eyes closed, back into a Sukhasana, cross-legged seated posture. Now compare this Sukhasana with the first one. Bring your hands in front of your face, cover your eyes, open your eyes, and spread apart the fingertips. Tapping back into the new reality, the universe. Welcome back, guys. Take a deep inhale in as you extend the arms above head. Exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. After a nice deep inhale, let's have a collective Om. Aum. Namaste, and thank you for letting me move with you today, flow with you today. I really needed it, and I hope this sequence has done as much good for you as it's done for me. If you have any comments, feel free to write it in the comment section. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. But until next time, peace out, guys.